Hey guys! So today we are doing a first video in a series of videos doing quick book reviews about why different books and stories are great. The first book we're going to talk about is The Count of Monte Cristo, which is my favorite book, possibly of all time. It's definitely my favorite story of all time. I don't know if it's my favorite book of all time, but it's a great story. And the thing I really want to do in this playlist of videos is talk about like human universal experiences that make certain stories great. And it kind of explains why we love them. So even if someone else thinks the story is absolute trash, if you think it's great, there's definitely a reason behind it and we should dig into it. So we're going to start with The Count of Monte Cristo. I'll see, where is my copy? There it is. I'm going to get it. Okay, so here is my copy of The Count of Monte Cristo. And I love this book, and I think what makes this book universally appealing is probably a lot of things. But one of the things I think we can all appreciate is that the betrayal leads to a loss of time, a theft of time, right? And time is the one resource you can never get back. This is what makes Harry Potter and his story tragic. Like, he can never get back time with his parents or time with Sirius Black. Like, that avenue of life is killed off, right? It's killed off. And I think that's part of what makes this book so compelling, right? It's what makes this book and the overly complicated revenge plot something that we can kind of get behind, is the fact that what he's really avenging isn't necessarily that he was wronged. He's not avenging money. He's avenging the theft of a life, right? The theft of a life. Like, his life, his time is stolen from him. And I honestly can think of very few other things that would compel me to go to such an extent in terms of revenge. And I think that it is what makes us stick out the story through, you know, hundreds of pages, right, of really complicated revenge plot. And it's this contrast of this theft, this stealing of time, the one resource you can never get back, when it's contrasted with the way he builds relationships throughout the story, right? Even though the time is lost, right? Even though the time is lost, life happens wherever you are, to quote Uncle Iroh. And he ends up building these relationships anyway, right? He ends up building new relationships with the different people he meets. And so, is it a darker, scarier version of Princess Bride? I'm not sure about that. But I do know that this concept of losing time with the people we love and losing our livelihood and being put onto a path we're not ready for is something that haunts most of us, right? We're always worried we're taking the wrong path and that we will have wasted our time. And the idea that someone else could take our time from us and take our relationships from us is haunting and compelling and powerful. And so I think it's kind of the universal experience of this priority that makes the story absolutely wonderful. And I love it. If you haven't read this book, then you should, unless you don't like to read very thick, complicated French revenge plot books, in which case you should watch the movie. The movie is great too. But yeah, excellent story, very human. If revenge is not your thing, it might not be something you love, but it will be something that challenges you. So, something to think about. I really like it. I hope you do too. But yeah, have a good one.